G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video we're going to be going through the team building guide for the new INT Hirudegarn that's just dropped on global. Super insane unit, and given his dodge he's going to be a unit that's sort of going to be really relevant on Extreme Queen teams for a long time. So firstly, don't forget to like and subscribe if you do want to keep up with the content. I do team building guides for all the new units that do come out. So firstly, jumping straight into his details, not as many teams as the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but we do have movie bosses, resurrected warriors, legendary existence, transformation boost, time travelers, planetary destruction, and storied figures. So the first two there being movie bosses and resurrected warriors, that is the Hirudegarn's leader skill. For our links, we got Brutal Beatdown, Berserker, Big Bad Bosses, Revival, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Fierce Battle. So a few common ones there. The main thing being that we do have Big Bad Bosses to help work with a lot of those other sort of top-end extreme class units. So the first is our full 7 linking partners. So from there we do have the ability to link the transformed Hirudegarn with the non-transformed Hirudegarn. If you are running 2 of them, that can be an extremely deadly combo. The only issue there is that if you're running Hirudegarn's team, Hirudegarn's probably carrying, so that's sort of what makes it a little bit tough to get them both together, but that will certainly work. We then go down into the 5 linking partners, and here you can see it is the Janembas. So we do have the Tech Janemba once he is transformed. So we'll be awaiting his EZA, which probably couldn't be too far away. It's one of those ones where we could get it randomly. We do also have the INT Janemba, so a unit that will eventually get the Super EZA, and then the same thing with the STR Janemba as well. So into our 4 linking partners here, we do have the INT Garlic Jr., so a unit again that will be awaiting his EZA for, and his EZA could be really, really interesting. He's a support class unit for Extreme, so we love that. Then we've got 2 heroes units here, so we've got the Dark Janemba, or Modified Janemba. We also have the Physical Rose, Super Saiyan 3. We've got the AGL Android 21, who's gotten his EZA now, the AGL Zamasu, who also has gotten his EZA, and then the Physical LR Janemba too. So into our 3 linking partners, and I think this is where you'll find quite a number of sort of units that you will run with this Hirudegarn. We've got the Tech Janemba, who, as I mentioned, we could get an EZA at any point for. We've got the INT Rose, who's got an EZA, and I do quite enjoy his EZA. He is more of a damage dealer, but there's certainly nothing wrong with that. We've got the STR Fu, who's really good on that the hero style of team. Tech Zamasu, who's a great leader, and still a really top tier extreme class unit. We've got the AGL Toolers and then the STR Cooler, both 2 EZA units that can provide support. So the first team we're going to look at here is under the Hirudegarn's leader skill, and as I mentioned, Hirudegarn will have to carry this team. Movie bosses, resurrected warriors, definitely needs a lot more support than what it currently has. But you sort of make do with what we've got. So as you can see here, we've got Hirudegarn in the first slot as our leader. We've got Tech Janemba, the AGL Golden Freezer, Physical Janemba, the STR Cooler LR, and then also the TUR. So for the rotations on this one, honestly, I think going with the Hirudegarn and the STR LR Cooler as one rotation, and then Hirudegarn with the AGL Golden Freezer as one rotation would probably be the most effective method. So initially you could use Golden Freezer in slot 1 to mean that we could get a linking partner for Big Bad Bosses in slot 3 for Hirudegarn. And then on the other rotation with Cooler, you would be running Hirudegarn in slot 1 so that Cooler can build up and be that damage dealer in slot 2. Means that you would be floating the Tech Janemba, can provide support, has Big Bad Bosses, and getting defense before getting hits always going to really help him look a lot better. Would be floating the Physical Janemba, which isn't ideal, but I mean, what can you do? The other option is you could run him on rotation with Hirudegarn. They do link reasonably well, so running him in slot 2 could work. And then you'd be floating the TUR STR Cooler as well. So support class unit that can stack. Maybe if you're going against a Saiyan, you might end up transforming, and then you can do that big damage. But yeah, Hirudegarn's definitely going to be carrying the majority of the load for this team. So the next team we're going to look at is the Transformation Boost slash Dragon Ball Heroes team. So that does fall under the leader skill of the Physical Super Saiyan 3 Rose. So if you did summon for Rose, and you've got access to these units, it could be a really fun team build to go with. So we do obviously have Rose as our leader skill there. We got the Hirudegarn, we got the AGL Limit Breaker Vegito, then we've got the Physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, STR Fu, and then the AGL Golden Metal Cooler as well. So for the rotations of this one, it would be the Super Saiyan 3 Rose with the INT Hirudegarn, letting Hirudegarn sit in slot 1 there and stack that defense, work those dodges. And then the other rotation would be the AGL Vegito with the physical Vegito. Now, that's a really powerful combo. This might not be the best team for 9th anniversary style of content, but for the current style of content, I think you could easily make this work. You'd then be floating with STR Fu, who'll provide that orb changing and support, and then the Metal Cooler is just a solid option to utilize as a floater where he's able to get his defense before getting hit. So definitely a team that you could bring Hirudegarn on to have a bit of fun with. So the next team we're going to look at is the full 200% for Hirudegarn, and that's the Time Travelers team. So Physical Super Saiyan Trunks, sort of Hope Trunks, whatever you want to call him, is our leader here. We've then got the Hirudegarn, we've got the AGL Blues, the Tech Zamasu, Physical Zamasu Gawasu, and then also the Tech Vegito there as well. So rotations for this one are probably reasonably obvious, but we'd be going with the Physical Super Saiyan Trunks with the AGL Blues. The AGL Blues would act as our slot 1 unit here with that dodging capabilities. And then on the other rotation would be Tech Merge Zamasu with the INT Hirudegarn. So they should be pretty effective together. They do share the 3 links, including Big Bad Bosses, which is the main one. From there, you can have the other friend floating, the Physical Zamasu Gawasu floating, who is really important because they provide that massive defensive boost. So that would really help with a unit like Tech Merge Zamasu, who's got the damage reduction, as well as Trunks as well, who's able to build up the damage reduction. And then we'll also be floating the Tech Vegito, who you could eventually bring on rotation if you did get the AGL Vegito Blue out. But by utilising him as a floater, you can have those dodging capabilities, which is sort of where he gets a lot of his defensive kit from. And then the final team we'll look at, which is probably the one that's going to be your go-to on global for the time being, it is the Tech Zamasu team. I'm just literally calling it the Tech Zamasu team because there's too much to read out for his leader skill there. But we've got him as our leader there. We've got the INT Hirudegarn, INT Piccolo Jr., who on global is still insane. We've got the INT Rose. So this is an extremely INT heavy team, so don't take this into any physical style of content. But we've also got the INT Chilai, and then the AGL Zamasu, who does have an easy A. So the rotations on this one, you can have a Tech Merge Zamasu with the INT Hirudegarn. We spoke about that with the 3 links before. And then also an Tech Zamasu with the INT Rose. I do like that as a combo. The damage output on those turns can be absolutely insane. So that's then going to leave you to float Piccolo, who's just a really good stay alive option. He has big bad bosses, so that's going to help with linking. He's just going to be really powerful as a sort of floater with all those attacks that he can do, build up that high defense. Also be floating Chilai, who is an orb changer, scouter, dodge. She literally does it all. She supports. I would be bringing her on any extreme team that you possibly can. And then I'd also be floating the AGL Merge Zamasu. Now, ideally you would be keeping him on rotation, so maybe you might prefer to run him instead of the INT Rose on rotation, just because he is a defensive stacker. But he does provide key support, which is also really, really useful. So you could sort of go either way there. When he does transform into the Merge Zamasu stage, you are going to have a lot better links active with the Tech Merge Zamasu, that is for sure. But yeah, probably the best team on global to run Hirudegarn on at the moment, if you don't mind not running the full 200%. And then when we eventually get the part 1 of the 9th anniversary, like I did with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku video, this is sort of a part 1 team that you could put together where it's the AGL Broly as your lead, it's super bosses slash transformation boost slash full power. So obviously a bit going on with that leader skill there. But we've got the AGL Broly as the leader. You could bring the physical Gogeta, then Tech Merge Zamasu, Int Rose, the INT Hirudegarn, and then the INT Golden Frieza. So Golden Frieza would be supporting both the Zamasu, Rose, and Brolys. For rotations on this one, it would look like a Broly with Gogeta until you're able to get one of the Brolys transformed. Then you would run the two Brolys together, and then I'd probably just go with Hirudegarn and Tech Merge Zamasu there. Hirudegarn will be able to work into that slot 1 for you. Zamasu can sit in slot 2. When Rose comes around, he'll link really well there, and Rose can do a ton of damage in slot 3. Then you've just got the INT Frieza giving off that good super bosses support that he will. So another team that may be an investment team for the future. Yeah, one to watch out for when part 1 of the anniversary does drop. But I think for the time being, this Tech Zamasu team is probably going to be the go, or some type of variation of this. If you wanted to take out someone like Int Rose or Int Piccolo Jr. to bring in another support unit, maybe the physical Zamasu Gaosu could work really well here. Just sort of at top of mind. But yeah, I think this will be the go. So let me know down below which team build you think you'll probably run Hirudegarn on. Giving his dodging and stacking capabilities, I think he's going to be a really useful unit. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.